it. Smoke towards spawn, smoke towards coffins, and let the battle commence.
Nade lands right on top of multiple G2 players. Monacy with that first kill to the back of the site. Flames detected. Next on the follow-up kill, and it's all about Apex, but he only manages one. And G2 through to this B-bomb site, and they've done it in style. 4 players still up against the 2 of Vitality.
Mezzi going to investigate just a little bit, but this pistol round feels out of reach. Nice and simple from G2. Some spectacular kills. There's one back. Mezzi had a beautiful game yesterday in the semifinals. They would love that effort again here today. Looking for Monacy. Not going to be able to find it. Double kill for Flash, and it's 1-0.
And Monacy is going to be such an important play today for G2. When you've got a stand-in, when you've got Nexa who hasn't had some of the best performances, you know, Monacy has been able to drag G2 through some of those early group stage games. Nico's arrived in the playoffs. If you have the best Opera in the server, you've got the best Rifler in the server. 4 spy for Vitality.
Oh, a little bit of mid push as well. Spinks having a good event so far this tournament. Monacy opens things up, but there's still that mid player coming down. Oh, he can't spin in time, but now it's revealed. Nexa's a little bit trapped, and G2 starting to crumble across the map.
Yeah, this Vitality 4 spy is working out very well. Spinks is still at the bottom of Banana, but Nico just waits. He lies in wait and lets Spinks make his own mistake and dig his own grave. It's G2 back to the 3v3.
Nexa's the next trap. He doesn't want to move. A little bit low on HP, 34 health. He's hoping somebody wanders into him. Somebody goes for an investigation. Flames or Mezzi would be his target. Allowing Nico and Hunter to apply pressure and presence on the other side of the map. Desperately hoping someone gets lured into his crosshair. And instead they'll come up and fight, but this timing couldn't be worse for Mezzi. Could it, or it could be better.
He goes around, he sweeps up Nexa at the boiler. Vitality once again ahead on the player count. Mezzi with another chance out boiler Hunter to remove him.
But Flames is in a trap position. Flames is going to play this so smart. If they don't hold this, if they think that Mezzi was the only one, they're in for a world of hurt.
He goes for the peek out. Hunter's alone. Nico is not in a position to protect the cousin. And now he looks to recover this family feud with 30 seconds remaining. He goes into the bomb site. There's still enough time for Nico to win this. It's still only pistols on the 2 remaining Vitality players. One of the greatest players of all time in Counter-Strike, and he spots out his next victim in Flames on the balcony. Nico thrives on the stage, thrives in this environment, and he could clutch straight away in this grand final. He's close to Flames and taps away. Never a doubt for Nico. They're looking to wrap around this A site from multiple sides. That's going to draw ZywOo's attention to long, but he realizes he can't stick around there with that smoke going up, so he goes into the bomb site itself. The reaction from Vitality is to send Spinks and Flames down through Banana, and Nico is waiting for them, but he's so low on health, he'll handle the first, can't quite get the second. Flames swings into bottom middle, he'll lose his life to Monacy, but the rest of Vitality stepping up on this A defense.
Yeah, G2 couldn't find a good timing. Their smokes are still up when they tried to wrap on through, trying to catch Vitality sleeping, but ZywOo and Mezzi step up to the task, a kill apiece. And now it gets desperate.
And now they go for the last-ditch effort through the balcony, out of the apartments, and towards pit. Nexa is left on 1 health. They're creeping out. They managed to get out the balcony, but eventually Mezzi will adjust his gaze to spot out Nexa, and the second cleanup, this time on Monacy. Vitality will win their first round.
Yeah, and they do it emphatically. Good start. 3 players survive. Doesn't get a whole lot of economic damage, G2.
See how if he's able to shrink the G2's T side here. Apex starting towards Banana. Stewie charging up, trying to be disruptive. Grenades landing upon him. He's burning to a crisp. And Apex will certainly slow down Stewie.
Yeah, that nade slowed him down right in the Molotovs. And Nico in no position to try and take advantage of some of the space. He sees a few players drop back, so he knows he's got freedom. And we know Nico looks to duel in front of this flashbang. Oh, that's a double. Nico does it again. 1 more to find. It's Apex playing behind the smoke, but that is a huge blow.
And Nico's so hungry, ravenous for this third, and you can't stop Nico at the B-bomb site. He is through. G2 bring the bomb on over, and it's ZywOo and Mezzi on the extremities. It would be one hell of a retake if they are to go for this. ZywOo is very committed towards the coffins. Bomb is not planted yet. Eventually will go down. Hunter locks those digits through, but Nico, he's waiting. He's hanging around waiting for that ZywOo peak. And now the smoke will fade away. Molotov to land on ZywOo, and that will force them out of this. Boom.
The scary thing about that is Nico will bully you in Banana all half long if you let him.
The combo of m0NESY and Nico with grenades take out Flames. Another opening for G2 at Banana, and Nico very close to going down, but we focus on this A play.
Oh, look at this from Vitality, though. They're making a really cool call. Apex and Spinks just left the B bomb.
Mezzy's ready.
Screw it.
They're swinging on out. Mezzy only gets one. Stewie has to trade it and does so effectively, but remember, ZywOo undetected. Oh, this play isn't clean, but he'll still sink that kill regardless, and Spinks is there to defend him. There's still so much time left in this round, but not a lot of hope. But it is the m0NESY and Nico show. And with 1 minute left, there's always a chance, but Spinks' position was fantastic to lock m0NESY out of that, and Nico's just taking too much damage in Banana.
And at this point, Vitality might think he's choosing to save, which might give him an opportunity for one shot, and he did have it. Can't land the taps, and Apex gets Vitality their second round. Dang, he burning.
Yeah, not the master of flames, it turns out. ZywOo eventually recovered that.
And Vitality, this round for them is so important. This is the round if they can win it. This means they firmly get to plant their feet, and on the CT side, some money growing. Good aggression from ZywOo, but punished, traded back. And so quickly at a 3-on-3.
Yeah, m0NESY does one better, but equilibrium reestablished. Ball to be picked up by Stewie.
Yeah, but you love this if you're G2. Inferno, when you start losing 2 players on the CT side, is a very big map. They have to know there's going to be weakness. Nico and Stewie going to start walking towards the B bomb site. Apex has no smoke, no Molotov, just an HE grenade, and they might call for another gamble again as he shifts off deep towards CT spawn. If this gets smoked off, they might just call the loss and save the weapons. Nexa exposed in middle, can't handle the peak. Now Apex can step back up.
It's a long-range fight for Apex, and that smoke is going to sever off his vision, but he has a grenade to break it open. And it's not going to be effective. As G2 take a second to pause, Stewie doesn't overextend into that open smoke. Now he can plant the bomb. A player deficit here for G2. But it's the Nico and Stewie 2K combo. History between these 2 players, and they're looking to make it here in Dallas. Stewie plays in from dark. Nico has Banana covered.
Flames has another smoke to block off Nico when they come for this retake.
So they'll sever off Stewie alone. Nico realizes he has to be proactive about this. He has to sneak through that smoke to help out Stewie. You can't leave him all alone, but that's exactly what will happen. Nico will fall, and Vitality come back into it. It's an important round, as you mentioned, Jason, for Vitality to pick up, as now they plant their feet on Inferno. It's an experienced server for today's grand final, and mezzy aggressive into a second middle. Nexa catches out his head, but Spinks is coming in for that double dip, but G2 slapped their hands away.
Are you ready for the third player, though? Are you heads up for ZywOo's peak?
Well, it seems like Hunter is very aware of that possibility. The Bloodhound has the scent. And ZywOo waits inside of this bedroom. Hunter, if he wants to get in there, he has to scale up into a danger zone. And he's decided against that maneuver. It's an intelligent call for Hunter. And ZywOo is spotting nothing, staying towards this A site, but there's still a rotation of Flames away from that B bomb site.
Yeah, but ZywOo's in a position to gather information at the moment, so he's telling me he doesn't really sense anything, and oh, G2's always so patient. There's the move from Apex. Stewie punishes that, and Flames is in no man's land.
Fantastic work from G2. So well put together, and these aggressive maneuvers on the CT side have been punished time and time again by G2. They now know where Flames is, so that bomb will safely go into the B bomb site. And there's nothing that Flames can really do about the outcome of this round. So 5-4, G2, as soon as they get the full weapons out again.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
He's on the loose. The smoke criminal has broken free, and he's got himself a chance on towards Apex. They double peek, but the timing favors Stewie to stay alive at least. And he goes back into the peak, this time punished by Apex.
Yeah, but he's all a distraction. The main thrust is coming on the other side of the map. However, the defense here is very strong. Spinks open in the bomb site. mezzy and Pit. ZywOo's going to be rotating with the off very quickly. They need these kills right now. They need to get into this bomb site, and they will.
They clean out mezzy off the balcony. That's such an important kill to grab. Now Apex makes the rotation over. It's a difficult site to pull off a retake. They've got a decent amount of utility here, Vitality.
They got a decent amount of utility on G2.
No way.
That's a good find.
That's one way to send Vitality to the Shadow Realm. They're going to stick around. They're close to the site.
If you lose this retake for Vitality, your money's gone, and G2 can all of a sudden get up to 7, maybe 8 rounds on the half. I think these guys just back away.
Yeah, there's no way through. There's no opening. They have to back away. They have to go through middle. saving their weapons, and G2 have confirmed themselves at least a tied half. 6 rounds collected on this T side. And the Inferno pick is working out.
Such an important save as well. ZywOo can drop an M4. Apex has plenty of money for a buy. Flames can drop an M4 as well. Vitality have complete banana control deep down with Flames. Apex and Spinks are shifting off, especially with the mid-take utility. ZywOo will be challenged. No flashbang, and that makes it real easy.
And ZywOo does not go for the re-peek. Intelligent player just in with one, allows Spinks to make up the rest. He swings out a library, ZywOo chimes in further, and now Nexa dancing around this truck. He can't find himself the kill onto ZywOo, who climbs up on top of him. Nexa eventually brings him down, and Nexa's had a few clutches in this competition already, but this one was too far gone. The most likely outcome is a tied half to kick off the grand final. And ZywOo ascends upon his teammate, and unfortunately, the construction was not solid enough, so he drops on down, unable to fight for that early pick. And NiKo is back to his old tricks inside of Banana. Apex this time is ravenous to the opening, and he drops m0NESY down to 7 health.
Yeah, but I'm surprised NiKo does that with the Galil. I'm surprised he wasn't given an AK-47 if he calls for that kind of a play, because he had the first dink. With an AK, that's done. And then he's continuing to bully this bomb site. Instead, they lose a player, and Stewie's kind of got to be left behind. The rest of G2, once again, going to go test this A bomb site. But this has not been an effective tactic for G2 throughout this half. They got 1 or 2 round wins on it, but Vitality's been really, really solid about stopping them.
In particular, m0NESY in pit, unpredictable, difficult to deal with.
Good position for Nexa.
Waiting for Spinks to re-peek. It's a big kill. In fact, it is massive because it opens up the site, and Nexa's got a second. Okay, Nexa! In the grand final, he's delivering impact, and that forces G2 forward. Vitality have to go for this one. Last round of the half, but Stewie's in Banana, ZywOo's in Library, and this just looks too difficult to win.
Stewie needs to hustle up, though. If this retake starts going down and something goes wrong, he's very far away, going to start sprinting back.
Yeah, he's coming back through middle instead of that flank. ZywOo breaks open the smoke. Nexa brought down. They're going for this. They're focused on this play. Hunter heating up inside of the side. Big boost this time. ZywOo with a second. Stewie's getting back in time, but ZywOo is doing absolutely everything to get Vitality back into this. It has to be Stewie. It must be Stewie. And that defuse all the way stopped by Stewie 2K. Adjustments will have been made overnight, and m0NESY, good night to Apex.
Oh, we pushing behind that, baby.
And
yes, we are.
Here we go. Hunter round the back, unable to sink the kill, though, and Spinks able to stay alive. And oh, it's an awkward fight. Eventually won by Nexa, but eyes on this B play. NiKo tries to stop it, but he's severed off by that smoke, and Vitality are into the bomb site.
Vitality's going to be concerned about a flank, though. With that kind of a mid push, they'll be expecting someone to come Banana, so it'll take at least 1 player of resources. In fact, it takes 2. m0NESY and Flames move to handle Banana, but nobody's there. G2's come all the way back to CT spawn. There's no kit. This retake has to be fast on the smoke fade.
Timing for ZywOo. Here's the step. Coming into a CT. Looks that way, but it's Flames who actually takes everybody's life away. NiKo coming around the back of the coffins. He's got one right up on top. That's ZywOo to deal with, and NiKo dispatches of him. Kovac the dispatch, and he's coming in to try and win this one alone. Time is of the essence. Time, in fact, has run out, and he is going to be peaked by m0NESY. It is 6 rounds for Vitality, and they have needed a pistol here to get the second half going.
Yeah, nice crossfire setup for Vitality in the post plant. I think G2 might have been expecting players to be inside the bomb site. You're waiting, you're holding for a peek, so only 2 players commit through, and just some bangers from Flames shuts him down. We have a little burst fire at the end. Well done, m0NESY.
You don't see that every day.
You don't see that every day.
Looking to try and meet Vitality head on. Vitality sent Apex swinging out for info. He gets 3 players picked up on the info, but all the kills need to come back. And Flames and Spinks do so quite swiftly before that one really fell into the hands of G2. But look who it is alone. It's Deagle for NiKo.
He won a 1v2 for G2 in the first half, second round as well. He's got a chance here. Spinks is tagged up. Problem is there's so much time on the clock. He has no idea where they're going. He's going to have to make some gambles in this round. He's playing it very far back, doesn't want to be picked off. He's going to count on them coming to his location.
He'll start creeping his way through middle. Vitality clearing out the side, realizing eventually they must plant, and just confirming that NiKo isn't hiding in any of these corners. And they'll smoke out Moto, plant that bomb at the back of the bomb site.
He's here with a decent amount of time as well. He's got here at the perfect moment.
And remember, Spinks is low. So if he goes down in cave first and there's a smoke for Nico to get into the site, the pit could fall. And Nico getting ever closer to the site. Spinks now detected. Nico, it's all about timing whether or not Spinks spots him. And he's getting so deep into this, he's actually getting all the way. He can get behind Spinks. He can find himself this kill. And Nico starts to crack into this clutch. But Flame swings out, saves the day for Vitality. And that could have been another hero moment for Nico.
He had the idea. He had it all put together. That little bit of shoulder gave him the perfect route, the opening. He envisioned it and denied just at the final hurdle.
I can't believe he gets that close to pit.
But a wonderful attempt. That'll put you on notice. Oh, and look at this.
Trading utility back and forth. And Apex boosted on the half wall. It's a strong position for Mezzi and ZywOo to capitalize on the distraction. And this force buy has not worked out for G2.
Nope, it's going to go the other direction. Nice trades. Good play of anti-flash from ZywOo. Double kill on that push. Looked like with the first kill it might have been able to work. But now G2's in a little bit of a hole, right? They've invested so many rounds back, and because they got it down to one player, this money kind of goes away and is going to be a little bit painful for them to establish money on the CT side. Next round has to be a save.
Mere MP9s. At least a little utility carried over for Hunter. Coming through the smoke now, Vitality into Stewie 2K's P250. Apex sees them boosted on second oranges. Flames will clear up next and turns behind. A second kill for Flames. Nico at the back of the bomb site manages only one from the Deagle. And G2 do not have magic yet. Hunter through the coffins. Oh, the smoke fades away. That could have been a kill, and in fact, it is corrected. Hunter sentences Mezzi and Spinks to death, and ZywOo now must clutch.
Oh, the fake plant though. It's going to buy time for Modesty to get close. He's not going to be able to plant this bomb.
Oh my god, he has to change his position. He has to take cover in behind the fountain. ZywOo with the intelligent play risks the opening towards the ruins. And he'll now drop back into second oranges. He'll play from the new box as ZywOo begins to clutch. And it's that 1v1, that challenge for #1 in the whole world. ZywOo at the back of the new box against the Flash. The Prodigy versus the Chosen One. And ZywOo does not budge. Modesty wraps in. And this Prodigy sets G2 on fire.
That's a tough clutch. And both these individual players using every trick in the book. Modesty knows he's got so much time in that bomb to just toy with ZywOo, who's waiting for his commitment. But what a save from Hunter. Transferring over to a low HP player, he set this up perfectly, and Modesty closes it out for him. To the chance of his name, he's got G2 tied up.
Mezzi trying to sell this. ZywOo was not close to car. G2 have fallen further back. No longer at the tip of Banana.
Stewie's got a flashbang prime. They're going to go re-aggress. Nico's going to have to clear cars. ZywOo will grab the half wall.
He dodges the flash. Nico stays alive. Now he's hunting down the flash. ZywOo goes for it and grenaded around that corner. They'll get away. It is the first kill for Vitality, untraded by G2. And Vitality have options with plenty of time left.
Look at this though, G2, this is a bit crazy. Hunter's actually leaving the A bomb site entirely. They have Nexa over in pit. They've shored up this defense with a third. Stewie, Hunter, and Modesty's off, but no longer.
Oh, Stewie lining them up. Good bit of damage, but not enough to sink them. And Hunter, you want to go bowling? He takes himself too. ZywOo and Mezzi fall. But on the other side of the map, it is instant death. Apex and Spinks combine together, and Vitality once again into the lead. Smoke breaks open, doesn't reveal his position to that of Vitality, and he is going to hang around.
They've got a lot of presence to make this as safe of a mid-push as possible. Modesty's up, peering deep at the smoke. Nexa and Nico over in the boiler stairs.
Oh, Modesty, nice opening. Effective trade from Spinks. There's not so much time for Vitality to try and control this one, but the Apartments has two players set up in it. It's Nico and Nexa. They both play from boiler. Nico changes that. He'll run further back into the bomb site, leaving Nexa alone here at boiler to fight on two fronts. Nexa catches a good timing to look in the wrong way, and that distracts Mezzi for Nico's opportunity, but now Nico realizes, he hears those steps on the balcony, he realizes he needs to drop back. And that deagle cracks through the skull of Spinks before the trade is there from ZywOo.
They've got smokes though. They've got smokes to block off Stewie and m0NESY as they shift over. m0NESY with his AWP is going to be locked out, likely to join up with Stewie up at brackets. And see if they can retake this through lane. Both players inside the bomb site. There's no kit available for G2.
Re-smoke to short, thrown out by Mezzi.
Yeah, they're gonna save. They've been locked out. That smoke ruins everything, and they just say, we don't want to risk it. Again, money is such an issue for G2. So many of these rounds have been so close down the stretch, but it's been 5 of 6 in this second half won by Vitality. This offense is rolling.
ZywOo into Banana. Waiting out the initial barrage.
Here's the play for Nico. There's the flashbang. ZywOo dodges it, but Nico wins out. No trade.
Important jewel picked up by Nico. G2 have the advantage. 1 minute 20 seconds left here for Vitality to try and recover it though.
They needed that kill. There's not a whole lot of utility at this B bomb site. Stewie's got smoke Molotov. Nico's got nothing, and he's going to stay up on top of the sandbags.
Apex is just trying to gather info with these jumps, but Nico dodges the spot.
Stewie's going to peek on contact.
Mezzi's going around this corner, and it's Nico that goes down. Stewie does peek, but not to a kill, just to damage. And that isn't going to be enough to stop this Vitality team from charging right through, knowing they've got Stewie alone, knowing that they've got him pinned in the bomb site, and he's been here before. He knows what it's like to defend this B bomb site alone. And this time, he's not able to build too much success. Spinks with that headshot back on Nexa.
Do they choose to get aggressive? Because they know Spinks is on the other side of the map, and Apex realizes he's exposed inside the bomb site, so he slips back out the smoke.
Oh, Hunter's coming through. Hunter's coming through, and Apex looks the wrong way. That's the bomb down, and Spinks is now into the clutch. They molly him out. There's nowhere to go. Look at the time, 25 seconds. Spinks can't get back through this.
If you're m0NESY and Hunter, you can even... Okay, the smoke's up as well on top of it. That sells it out. That's it.
Hunter wins the round by catching Apex on the retreat. Stewie delays them long enough inside of the B bomb site. The cavalry arrives. The reinforcements get the job done for G2.
It's not a hold that's going to make the highlight reel. It's not going to be in any frag movies, but his survival was critical. Even allows Hunter to find one through the smoke. And that play, that timing is nasty.
Apex is not happy about that because he knows that round.
Risky.
It is risky, but Stewie thrives in these kind of positions when the smokes fade away. And it's just him and the opponent in front of him, this time unable to capitalize on the chance versus Mezzi.
Yeah, he had the fight he wanted.
Nice shot from m0NESY. That's the first locked in on this defense for G2. That draws the numbers back. Next to swings, lines up two, but can't stop ZywOo. Important trade to come back from the rifler.
The route from Apex is everything. They're doing what they can to take attention away. It doesn't work.
Hunter's again, and it's all cleaned up for G2. It's a team effort inside of the site, and Vitality cannot find their way. They cannot get through the defense.
Although coming through, ZywOo holds on. It's a Glock. It's a Glock.
And it's got a kill. I don't know how, but it's got a kill, Jason.
There's one AK-47. It's the Glock that finds the kill up Banana.
No flash available, actually, so Nico's going to go up for that peek, and he lines up two. Stewie's there to clean up, and this time it is effective for G2. Spinks will battle back, but m0NESY's there to close that gap. It's 11 to 11. G2 make their wish, and they're right back in this first map.
With some pace, AWP is on the other side of the map. Hunter, almost gets caught. Flames is going to press the issue. Big win.
Hunter's had some huge rounds over the last few here. He's really starting to come into his own for this G2 defense. He's the reason they're still fighting.
Nexa's over in pit, and he's got a smoke.
Nexa did struggle in pit yesterday. Nico will defend him. Stop him from even having to fight. Apex is down. Vitality find themselves with just 3 players left. Nexa, the fire comes in. Mezzi charging into the bomb site, clearing out the site. It's now Nexa from pit himself to strike. It's just 1 kill from Nexa. ZywOo nips away, gets a second, this time on Hunter, and the round is back on. Vitality have a 2v2.
Yeah, that's the only smoke they... almost. m0NESY brought down low. They can go through the smoke when it fades. They can be patient.
It's the 2 heaviest hitters for Vitality still alive. And they've got a strong crossfire for both G2 players that are coming in from the same position. Flash is effective. Stewie runs over the top. Although ZywOo knows exactly where he is. And ZywOo hits that headshot. m0NESY now left to clutch this. And Mezzy denies the clutch. It's 12-11. Vitality have map point.
Do they have one more battle in them, G2? Clawing all the way back to this final round.
And this is ZywOo again, showing what he's capable of doing, getting them back into this round. He just spotted enough of Hunter's backside to take him out of the round.
I think Hunter must have got it blind at some point, but he never activated in that battle. He was in that same position the whole time and was never able to turn his attention to actually swing to help defend the bomb site.
Stop him from making the aggressive decision. Stewie waits at the bottom of Banana. Will they be methodical to clear it out? They absolutely will. Flames just charges around that corner. Vitality up a player.
Look at the damage it's caused though. Look at where it's put two players. Flames and Mezzy both extremely low. They can be cleaned up quick. This can get even back very, very fast. And already it's back to a 4-on-4.
Nexa makes his way forward in the apartments. Needs to create some space, needs to be unpredictable. Perhaps from Boiler. He can heat this round up for G2. It's a swing out from m0NESY. One to drop Apex. That's G2 back on numbers. In fact, they're favored on numbers. We've got overtime. It is a story that will never end. G2 force us into the bonus round here in Dallas.
ZywOo's brought the op in play for the first time on this T side. That could be unexpected. He wants that jiggle and he's got it. Nico surprised. And what is Stewie supposed to do? Flashbang is out, but can he actually hold them back? Storming in, Mezzy leading the way. Hunter's here, but their smoke's up. So this will be a bomb plant.
Stewie forced into the fire. He can't stand and fight within the site. It is Hunter through the smoke though. It has caught Apex yet again. That individual head-to-head has been a troublesome one for Apex. And Flames is going to commit to the plant now. He felt uncomfortable, but that smoke fades away. He puts that bomb down. Vitality find themselves in a 4v4 post plant. Mezzy elevated up on top, dodges the brunt of that flash, but the effectiveness of the second is certainly felt. And Mezzy has to head into the darkness. His teammate swings in front of him. Mezzy will fall at the back of the site, and Stewie's coming in on this retake. G2 back into the bomb site. ZywOo's still around, and ZywOo's landing shots today, and that is going to be enough. Vitality head into the lead again. Double setup on top of the porch. Not yet seen. One below. Flames gets traded from Nexa.
That's the pit player though, so Spinx is going to activate for sure. And G2 caught sleeping. Never even thought about it. And that is a perfect backstab from Spinx. Now they just need to get the bomb connected.
And Nico coming through short. He's going to be spotted out from Graveyard, but Spinx unable to take that opportunity away. Nico spins, but couldn't quite stop Apex.
Stewie's here. Stewie's here,
Stewie.
but Vitality doesn't have to commit.
Yeah,
they don't even need to see him. They know the rotation would have been coming in because of the amount of pressure on the bomb site, and they've just predicted his position at A. And Vitality is going to wheel all the way back around and get a freebie. Stewie's got no shot in this 1v3.
Yeah, he'll run off the angle, and Apex is lying in wait. It is 14 rounds for Vitality. They have to know from yesterday's VODs that he's playing at the bike, so they molly him into the open. He's down instantly. Hunter must step up. He has to get more than one here, or at least delay long enough for that rotation in. He'll get the dink on ZywOo. The fast play up middle from m0NESY is about to be shut down by Mezzy, and Nico stands in a clutch he cannot win. It is Vitality who will once again be heading to map point on Inferno.
They get 3 of them. Feels like the comeback might be at its end.
Nico goes down, 15 for Vitality, and 1 round win away from closing out their opponent's map pick. Stewie. It's an uncomfortable spot to be in because Apex snipes him out through that smoke. Trade back from Nico is essential to keep G2 in this fight.
G2 seem like they want to finish at the B bomb site right out of the gate. Nobody's in alt mid, nobody's in halls. Nexa was watching for a mid push, and now they're going to line up behind this smoke. It is Flames to defend on his own. Nobody has shifted from Vitality. He's got 1 flashbang.
This has got to be one hell of a hold from Flames. No one's rotating, no one's there to help him. Flames goes down instantly at the back of the bomb site. Nico hits that hard entry. Molly goes in this time. ZywOo begins to place his utility to try and make things uncomfortable for Nexa. Forces him into the open. ZywOo instantly takes him out. Mezzi charges in, but Nico wants this round. He does everything humanly possible to give G2 the pickup, and that is 4 from Nico and 13 rounds for G2. Spinks is charging his way down middle. ZywOo is with him, and Spinks is searching for that opening kill, and he's very close to knocking Nico out.
That original CT side was so long. Oh my lordy. Hunter. That's not nice. Stewie putting some pressure on Flames, who just dodges great damage from the nade. A 5-on-4 for G2. Flames will be boosted up to protect the half HP that he's got. Once again, G2 running the same idea, but this time there's 2 defenders. Apex is here as well over at Coffins.
Flash goes around that corner. Nexa gets taken out by ZywOo. Back to even numbers, 55 seconds. Stewie cuts through over the boost. It's Flames down. Apex finds a gap on the side of the smoke. They're spamming him. They're trying to get rid of him, but Apex, he is unrelenting. Double kill, and he gets Vitality into the fight. This is a 2v2 that is winnable.
Especially with ZywOo's off. Bomb being planted, a little bit of spam. ZywOo's off. Bomb goes down. But now you've got the pressure of holding off one of the best players in the world. Mezzi's with him as well.
Well, G2 have got m0NESY, and they've got him in the barbecue, in the pit. ZywOo creeping up, getting ever closer to m0NESY. Absolutely fantastic from m0NESY. The lightning, the energy surge right through 2.
Quiet. This has not been run yet. This is a new tactic from G2, and it might just work.
First headshot for Nico. A step in the right direction here for G2. They want to go all the way again. The team that never give up. The team that just have something greater than themselves here in Dallas this week. But ZywOo, he bends reality to his will. No scope on Stewie. 3v4, it's a tough one, but Apex, he loses his life against Nexa, and G2 are 2 steps away from another overtime, and it is locked in, baby. Flames is left alone, and he can't get through this smoke. He ain't going to find a way back in. G2 are giving us a story this week to remember. Flames going in, but maybe, just maybe, until the inevitable happens. Hunter to close it, overtime again. And G2 are giving us some American miracles right now. Some of the world's very best teams. Mouse in the groups, FaZe Clan in the playoffs. And now G2 are getting the ball rolling versus Vitality in the grand finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas.
And that first kill comes so long. G2 can wait, they can be patient, they can see what the reaction is.
Spinks crosses into the open. An odd mistake for Spinks to make, and that is going to allow Hunter quite a simple kill for G2 that now puts them 2 players up.
Well, they'll be happy about that when the Molotov misses and they realize it wouldn't have mattered anyways because nobody's here. So bomb plant will go down. Nexa with a little lurk. Spots out Apex. They're so far away from the retake, they might still go for it again. Money. Everyone's flush with cash, but this is another low percentage chance.
Hunter's even having to go on the AWP. He's looking to defend off Banana. m0NESY close. Mezzi can't get past him. You can't get through m0NESY. Not right now. And even while fueled with the crowd against him, Apex will not make the right step forward. It is Stewie to drop him. It is G2 into the lead. And I can't quite believe what I'm watching, Jason. m0NESY eating shrapnel. Down to 46 health. Needs to be careful, but they're running right into him. m0NESY, has he got another one in him? He's got plenty of his teammates, so Apex going around that corner would be a death sentence. He needs to get out of there. Spinks will hang around though. Spinks will stay around at the sandbags. It's a risky position, but sometimes big risks get big rewards.
Well, Nexa's taking one right now. Behind the smoke, as it fades, he gets the other end, and Spinks doubles up. Flashbang, good swing.
No way, Spinks get to triple out of that maneuver. G2 down to just 2 players left. It's m0NESY and Hunter, who have been absolutely fantastic here.
And do they expect this play from m0NESY? Stepping through, one more.
They didn't see the second player though, and ZywOo evades his vision. But they now must clutch on this A site, a retake versus Hunter.
Hunter's in a rough spot though. There's nowhere to go.
They encroach upon his position. The deadly Hunter himself looks to dispatch of m0NESY. Now it is just ZywOo between him and G2's 17th round. Hunter stands in the middle of the site and he shows G2 all of his might. It's fantastic to see G2 firing on all of their cylinders, and here comes m0NESY. Straight through middle, G2 pushing forward to map point on Inferno, and ZywOo is on the fallback.
You don't have to pressure this, you don't have to press the issue through the smoke. Oh, G2, they hold back. That could have been so dangerous coming through that because Apex and Flames had arrived. Are they ready for this peak? Not quite, but Nico with the trade. Still a man advantage for G2.
This nade's coming in from Nico. Not a big fan of all the utility missing here from Nico.
He's trying to do that so fast. He's trying to just send it, but ZywOo's still lying in wait in pit, and he's not going to peek. If they don't clear him, they're in a big problem.
ZywOo peeks out, spots out the second player, eliminates m0NESY, sinks his ship, and now ZywOo, he's forgetting his manners. Hits a couple of kills already locked in. And Nico could be offered up next, but Nico outmatches him. A headshot is quicker. He's down to 11 health, and it is a battle of the in-game leaders. Nico doesn't know where Apex coming from, and that flank through short saves Vitality from conceding map point on Inferno. Not dodging the flames, that was Hunter. He'll walk right into him. Good headshot out from Boiler. Vitality lose their first player. m0NESY looking to respond up through top banana. Grenade had a decent timing from Stewie.
Now they know the position of the AWP as well. They want to continue forward. m0NESY's going to reposition over towards Coffins. A jump to see what he's contending with. Slides in towards Dark. Stewie and m0NESY.
Oh, it's a rapid discharge of electricity from m0NESY. Goes in for that second. Stewie's down, so it's all on m0NESY. And the flash of lightning is not to be seen as ZywOo puts a bullet in his head. It is now a 2v3, one that Vitality can fight back, but they're separated. And ZywOo takes the risk. He allows Spinks to make the play forward, but now ZywOo realizes he's in a clutch alone.
They have a smoke on Nexa. Nico's got to be patient. They know the AWP at range. If they can chuck this smoke deep, give themselves an avenue for this retake. Hunter's coming up banana as well, but ZywOo wants one kill before it truly begins.
ZywOo holds in towards that CTP. First is good on Nico. Seeing the second player, he knows where his next victim is coming from. But will they let Hunter move first? ZywOo knows that too, but the grenade is enough to sink him. G2 pushed through, and map point now on Inferno.
G2 has had no opportunities to close this map out until now. Vitality has had 4 of them. A chance for G2 to get it done where Vitality couldn't. All the work to get back into this game, the comeback from 8 to 11. Comes down to these 2 rounds.
Vitality are playing for overtime again. This time from behind. There's Nico inside of the bomb site. Hunter out at long.
They've broken through this setup before, though, when Hunter was struggling to get involved in the action. He's shifting a little bit further away.
He's getting so close here, Jason. He's found himself a great angle to get in behind. He's so deep in this attack, but Nexa, he sinks that first ship, and Nico from the site. It's down to Spinks and m0NESY, and this is still on for Vitality. Don't count them out just yet. They're into the bomb site, and it's a Spinks m0NESY combo to close.
It's crazy how good that looked for G2, and then it all went the other direction. m0NESY coming up, he's got that AWP. Stewie's gonna join up with him while this smoke is up. They've got to find Spinks, they've got to find m0NESY inside the bomb site.
They've got the money, they've got the time, and they want to close this round in style. They send forward one of the most flashy players in all of Counter-Strike, and that's Stewie 2K. He's got himself that headshot. Mezzi inside of the bomb site. Modesty brings him down, and they cannot believe that they have won map 1. G2 are writing a story. They are writing what could become an absolute miracle here in Dallas.
Absolutely, there's the turn. Stewie run boosted in, takes all the attention. Oh, gets the opening kill. Spinks goes down in dark. Mezzi needs to do something special, and that starts to deliver, but it's all he's got.
Apex coming through into what's dark. It's one from Apex, long and labored, but eventually Stewie is treaded out by ZywOo. It is now a clutch between ZywOo and Hunter. As ZywOo slings his guns into play, he'll wrap around silently, tracking down Hunter, and he unleashes those dual Berettas. Eventually gets the kill, and ZywOo picks up round 1.
Hunter on the other side of the map, keeping track of any pushes in middle or at B. Modesty now stepping up. Oh, he's got a good timing. A really good timing.
Oh, shoulder peeking. Modesty gets close. That AK's got the first kill, and Flames couldn't stop it. Now they smoke off the fire. They go into the attack. Stewie, or rather ZywOo, fast towards heaven to bring down Nexus. Stewie has to respond with that big old dig. And Modesty's right on top of Fountain. And the flood of G2 players now coming into this site. And when you've got an AK, you give it to Modesty. And he'll get you this round.
The smallest of margins. Flames just misses the timing on his jiggle, and Modesty's able to creep up. So perfect. Triple kill in the round for Modesty. And Spinks just left holding the bag. He got nothing to do. So we're all tied up.
Tied up just immediately. It's G2's force buy that comes through fighting for them. Spinks could go down here as well. Stewie's pretty close. He's creeping around the back of that cave, and Stewie, oh, he's locked that in. Spinks is checked. And everybody goes down for Vitality, and Stewie, he's giving them a little classic Stewie love right there.
Both these teams have such huge expectations. Obviously, some of those have faded with the G2 situation. Both of them have spent a long time without trophies.
Yeah, that's a big shot from Mezzi. Yeah, I think we started to maybe doubt these teams being at the top of this year, right? You know, you got Mouge, you got FaZe, you got Spirit entering the conversation for winning trophies. Maybe we started to drop Vitality and G2 a little further down that hierarchy.
Yeah, they've been struggling to maintain their position in it, right? G2's going to go for an investigation. Sees one, doesn't want the fight, but there's a timing. ZywOo's going to peek at some point. Oh, there's the push. Modesty not ready, and he's about to spin back around. Nico's holding it off for the moment. A good recovery into a 3-on-3, and that might save the day.
Yeah, Nico making sure that G2 don't fall out of this round. And there's still a shot here for Vitality, despite it being small. They've got 2 USPs. But still, Mezzi has that dig. Next, it starts to search towards A. Vitality realized just sitting idly by on the bomb site might not be the best call. Mezzi so close to bringing down Nexa, and they're running into Apex's USP. They run on by. It's Nico spotted first, and eventually Stewie trades it out. But this is getting awkward. Flames is so close. A knife would have done it. Nexus so low, but Flames has no idea. They slip right by one another. Nexus gone right past him, and Flames gets into the site, and Stewie is not going to be ready for this. Stewie is not going to be ready for Flames, and that USP brings him down. But Nexa not spotted. He's got that kill from behind, but it's a MAC-10 to close it, and he's got low health. He's got 8 health against the AK-47. It comes down to whether or not Nexa plays this to perfection. Time can be on his side because Mezzi does not have the kit. Eventually he's got to stick it, and he'll go now. Will Nexa peek it? He's not going for it. Oh, Mezzi gets off of it and gets back to it. Is there enough time here for Mezzi?
I think he's got it. I think this is going to be secured. Mezzi just able to find the winning recipe just at the perfect moment.
That is a huge round to pick up for Vitality, and it's done off of Deagles and USPs. And the rest of G2 are soon to follow. Bar Stewie 2K on that lurk. Flames has to ready himself from heaven. Stewie is down. G2 now realize they must go for this A play. Flames, is he going to be anticipating multiple players around that corner? ZywOo cannot stop them. G2 break through A, and a lovely but simple call from G2.
Flames is going to have a conversation with himself while he's dead. This is twice now that he's missed the timing, missed the angle, not been prepared for a peek. First it was Modesty in round 2. Now it's not expecting G2 to be there as the smoke fades and just gets obliterated for free.
G2 beginning to build T rounds. It's 3 safe weapons isn't bad here for Vitality. They'll still have a competitive purchase into this next one, but there will be a few weaknesses here and there. ZywOo doesn't have money to buy for himself.
And ZywOo is there to bolster A with the AWP to try and get G2 to be a little bit more scared, a little... Oh, it's Flames again!
The Flames goes down, but this time, lying in wait is ZywOo. The enigma they must try and figure out, and quickly to find it is m0NESY. The Turing test is passed.
He's just getting abused at the moment, and Vitality, it's another round they can't go for.
And this is a G2 that are playing without the pressure of expectations coming into this event, and we talk about it all the time. We had it in Dallas last year. Mao's made it all the way to the final with a dead team. G2 are here without their in-game leader. They've got the hero, Stewie, the North American hero beside them, and there's just so much energy. It feels like destiny at the moment for G2. And yeah,
really letting him have it.
Give it to him. Nexa fortunately made it across without getting detected, but G2 have gone for the call. NiKo charging in. mezii from the back of the platform is delivering a lot of impact. It's just mezii polishing his crown, and the king pulls him into his deadly embrace. It's yet another ace.
Activate for a little bit of aggression. NiKo's brought low.
Good shot from
ZywOo. Around.
Yeah, that's a big kill to find. Star on star. ZywOo outshines NiKo in that initial fight. Stewie thinking about this gap at dark. There is an opening for Stewie to move through. Hunter tries to get past. Spinks in middle. But he'll stand strong. Flames aggression this time on the A play. Catches Nexa. Stewie's back to address it with the 2 players in the canal. He's flooded. He's out of there. And that's Vitality answering back and tying up this scoreline. It's a mid setup for G2 to try and commit more forces into the mid fight to try and deal with Apex. And this time it's m0NESY Sniper. Apex can't handle that pressure. And now ZywOo, his chance to strike over the top of the smoke, but Nexa intelligently not overstepping the mark. And now ZywOo has to worry about camera because they've lost middle, and the timing he now has to consider the fact he could be pushed from there. They think it's going to be a B play, but will it? G2 setting up for this split. There's a double setup inside of dark, and Spinks, he closes NiKo's eyes. That's the block going down. mezii lying in wait second, but that is one hell of a shot from m0NESY. ZywOo now looks to address the problem.
20 seconds.
And there is limited time for this attack in from the remaining forces of G2, but it's that fight again, and it's m0NESY to sink ZywOo. Flames comes back into the attack. Bomb is down. No chance for Flames. And it's G2 back to an even scoreline again. To be picked up for G2 that they've got mid-control. They can move Stewie closer to the double doors. And that's exactly what he'll do. ZywOo position further back. And this time will annihilate Stewie. But m0NESY's back, and pound for pound, it is m0NESY versus ZywOo today. And m0NESY's coming out on top of these fights. He goes through middle. NiKo's charging forward. A lot of space through camera now.
Oh, ZywOo's here, though. He made the perfect rotation. Missed shot out in the open. Nowhere to go. He recovers. Nade comes in, takes him out. And now Flames, a chance for him to make up his mistakes at the start of the half. He holds on to A main.
Yeah, he steps up. He pushes forward. NiKo wants to address him, but it's mezii. Now it's Storage looking to put m0NESY in a box, and he absolutely does it. Bomb is going down inside of that site, and Spinks is coming in from main this time. Detects one of Heaven. Good position to have locked in. They don't know about him. Spinks goes forward. That headshot is through, and Hunter once again offered up for a sacrifice. Spinks to drop him. Vitality answer back, and this game is so back and forth. And this has been a weakness at times for Vitality, but Flame stepped up in the last. He's got to do it here again. M4 sets up, flash ineffective. ZywOo has to hit the shot and nails it alongside Apex. But G2 have already got through this bomb site.
However, G2's lost Stewie, which means that flank is so compromised. Hunter's got to stay dedicated to A main, so bomb will get planted. But it's going to be a very shoddy post-plant setup, especially against all the utility that Vitality can bring to bear.
Yeah, they've got time to get into better spots, though, with Vitality having to wait in that B rotation to come over. That spam through the smoke. m0NESY's getting caught. One bullet extra might have dropped him, but m0NESY's able to stand and fight, and that's so important for G2 here. And their chances of tying this half. m0NESY, 1-for-1 trade, but he is now down, and it's all on Hunter. He said, hey, man, there's so much time for Vitality to think about this and deal with the threat. 7-5, it is a lead for Vitality as they look to try and tie up this grand final. NiKo Senses some bullets, drops on back. It's a drop though into Dark and Hunter line away. It is the dual Berettas that are overrun and overwhelmed as Flames and Mezzi cut open to Vitality keep charging. This time Nico's quick rotation over towards the temple forces them to pray, but Nexa through camera. Important headshot on Spinks. This keeps it a fighting chance for G2's retake, but Vitality up a player.
It's going to be so hard. Even though Flames is low, he's in a really, really strong position. Apex can swing off of him as well, so they can work in tandem. Nexa's going to take the long route through CT spawn. Modesty gonna start looking through Temple.
Modesty pushed down, taken out. Zyru with an important kill. Modesty's out of there. Nexa now left alone. And it doesn't look like he's going to find the steps forward because they know exactly where he is. And so that shot will bring his health down to 3. And Apex will finish off the job. So Vitality with 8 rounds. They win the pistol and are off to a flyer here.
And once those fade, Vitality kind of has free access to the choke points.
But if they go into the B bomb site, this is still the best chance for G2 to stop this attack.
They're setting up for a pop flash play right now. Good dink from Stewie, but can't complete the kill, but that's information.
And it softens them up for Modesty's scout. He now becomes one shot from death. So
and
he
the
can
5-7s.
use this like an AWP. And he's going to look out towards Dark. No push yet from the Dark player of Vitality. But Modesty's going to wait. Going to wait for the swing. Unable to connect the shot and down through the smoke. It's Nico behind the fire, still checked, but still lands it. It's another important deagle shot from Nico, and he's locked up Spinks in jail. Nico's just hitting shots, but he needs absolutely everything now. And we've seen some historic moments in the deagle of Nico, but this will not be one of those. It is Vitality that survived the scare of the stack, and they're up to 9 rounds. Flames, Mezzi, and Spinks. The rifle trio charging towards this B-bomb site. I say charge, but now they will. Flames is going through that smoke, cuts open Hunter. Fire at the back of the site, and the master of Flames, he eviscerates them at the back of the bomb site, and that is now the plant coming in for Apex, and the round done. G2 cannot stop him, and Vitality are up to 11.
Yeah, no resistance at all from that defense. Locked out behind smokes, Hunter isolated over in Dark, and that might just be a game plan of Vitality saying, Stewie's the stand-in plan at the B bomb site. Let's test that. Let's see if he's got the protocols down. Let's see if they figured out, if they've learned it, if they're going to have the tools that they need to stop us from hitting the site. And early return is absolutely not even close. Flames just gets to run a nice, easy route, wrapping the site, and nobody could do anything about it.
That'll start to make G2 feel pretty deflated here on Anubis. This is Vitality's playground.
G2.
Oh, no secret now. Vitality have presence outside of the A site. Mezzi goes through first. Stewie on the effective trade here for G2. It stalls him out for the time being, but Vitality still have time. Modesty burning in the fire, needs to get out of there and decides to run backwards. 43 seconds. Vitality stay fixated upon this A-bomb site, and the utility rains on in. The execute lands, and they look to try and execute. Stewie at the back of the bomb site, flashes up, still well blinded. Stewie steps up with one. Traded out, so it's Modesty's turn, and from breaks, he constructs around once again for G2 because Nico's coming around the backside. He's coming in on the flank.
Yeah, he dropped down into canals. He's got a very fast pace on this. Zyru's gonna get the bomb down, but not ready.
He's
not ready.
Away.
And Modesty goes down next. It's Flames.
And the match has been struck. The spark to ignite the Flames as he peeks towards Fountain. Nico down to 6 health. Now Flames brings down Hunter, and now just Nico, the inferno of Flames. 12 rounds for Vitality, and they are looking down the barrel of map 3.
Good for Flames.
Stewie at least trading that initial fight, and it is actually G2 coming out on top of all of these engagements. Apex pushes through middle, catches Nexa. No one is around to trade him. Minute 30 seconds, and we've got a 3v2. Spinks is coming through this B site. Hunter positioned at Dark, hiding around that corner. As the chance of the optimistic overtime ring out, it doesn't look likely.
Problem is, I mean, Spinks doesn't know, obviously, but with Hunter taking such a passive angle, he actually doesn't realize that Spinks has already crawled in. So Spinks has so much space to work with. Oh,
no.
Good find. Apex tries to run the route. Smoke doesn't give him enough cover, and now Spinks has to actually play.
And it's tough. You got 2 players inside of Dark right now, and there's no Alexi B to force them to peek him. So that smoke goes on to the site. Spinks.
Yeah, you think Hunter learned his lesson?
Yeah, he definitely learned that lesson. Well, Spinks actually gets away with a bomb plant here, so now they have to come to him. They have to come into Spinks. And if this smoke creates an opportunity for Spinks to stay behind temporary cover, there could be a world in which Spinks gets a couple of fights going his way, and from then on in, who knows? m0NESY goes down first, and Spinks will get that peek from Hunter, but he'll win it. That's G2 staying alive. They won't go down yet.
Nico and Hunter are going to push up. The Cousins getting aggressive, 1-for-1 trade. Hunter's brought so low.
Oh, he needs to get out of that. And he does on 1 health. He gets back to safety. He's found a corner to hide in, but the molly will spread, and Stewie cannot stand for the fight. He is taken out as Vitality now put themselves in pole position to close out this second map and force us into nuke. ZywOo covers off m0NESY, but he can't win the duel. And just like that, we're back to G2 having the favor in this round.
Oh, Apex has got to scramble a little bit. Bomb is dropped inside the site on top of the Molotov. He's picked it up now, but he gets drilled.
And now Spinks is locked in a 1v3. 2 players extremely low. This could be a clutch that Mr. Spinks can win. And he goes into the temples.
It's all about finding Hunter. That's the escape route. 1 HP, but it isn't all holding the line. If he can find this frag.
18 seconds. He has to go back. This time into Nexa, and he's not going to overstep the mark. So Spinks realizes there's no way to go now. You can't get past these G2 players waiting.
Yeah, but I'm kind of surprised he's saving this and not going for it, to be honest with you.
He would have went for it. He was in a position to do so.
If they kill him after time, I think Nexa looks like he wants to go for it. Flashing it from m0NESY. This is perfect. Oh, good win from Spinks. Good turn back. And now they don't have all the smokes and Molotovs they would have liked.
Certainly a deadly change-up to have m0NESY sniper positioned at the entrance, and Stewie 2K lines up too. He gets a little hungry, and he's punished for his greed. It's ZywOo that gets no-scoped through that CT smoke from m0NESY. That is a ridiculous shot. Apex begins to wrap around with the bomb on his back. But they know that gap has opened up. Nico goes to address it, but Apex, okay. The Frenchman's got a shot in him, and now he's got a potential round win on his hands. He's only got 16 health, but a dream with his deagle.
And if you're Apex, I think you want to get back aggressive towards the AWP. However, m0NESY switched out to an AK, so...
He's got a good angle, but m0NESY, he knows all the tricks of the trade, but he peeks with his knife out, and he still gets away with that headshot. If you're Apex, you just have to accept the fact that m0NESY is quick with his hands. And he is so good at landing this first shot, but the flash lands in his face. It's Stewie with 1. Hunter swings out, even trading and a missed shot again from m0NESY. He gets back, he's still alive, and he stands in the fire. He goes into that battle, and Spinks predicts the movement. Vitality now 2 kills away from sending this grand final all the way to nuke.
This retake's doable, though. There's no utility left on Vitality. Just one more flashbang and a couple low HP players. That can be easy cleanup for Nico.
Utility coming in towards B main. Now eyes on the prize for Apex. He knows these 2 remaining G2 players are about to show themselves soon. Doubled up at the pillar. It's a bait and switch setup. Apex goes down. Nico gets a double kill, and this comeback is still on. It's ZywOo to end their dreams, and he's not too far off, but that defuse, oh no, all the way. It's Nico that keeps this going.
They knew they were disjointed all of a sudden. Nico's here. m0NESY starting to slide towards middle.
Nico to try and step up for G2 again. Flames charging in with that Mac 10. He's got a lot of space, and Nico handles that threat. Second shot, this time for m0NESY. G2 are a brick wall inside of this site, and Vitality can't get through it. Nexa! Oh, the 3K lineup, double figures for G2. Relocating his crosshair, he might even be able to double up. And now they come towards him, the unscope and the drop back. m0NESY gets out of it alive. It's Flames that hits the tank. 30 seconds for Vitality, and they aren't breaking through A, so they're calling for a B play instead. They're going back.
Careful, G2. G2's leaving the bomb site. Stewie saying, no, I ain't leaving yet. Good kill in middle. Hunter's between 2 mines. This is all on Stewie and Hunter here at the B site. First kill, second kill. They hold them back, and Stewie's gonna push on forward. It's 11 now for G2.
That is a huge hold in that B-bomb site. m0NESY dodges the first flashbang, gets that second kill, and we are now looking at G2 taking us to overtime if they can hold on. But ZywOo and Spinks are not done yet. Vitality cannot be denied. They've always got a shot in these rounds.
G2's getting a little bit antsy. Well, a lot of movement after those first 2 kills. Everyone from G2 hyped up to make the next play, and it's been punished.
In Dallas this year. And Nico looks to deliver multiple kills out of this world. Nico drags us through, but ZywOo will stop him. And ZywOo into the clutch. A deity in his own right, in the middle of the site. Flash out Stewie, good composure, not to overextend and give ZywOo that 1v1 duel. It's all about the flank, hunt around the back. We have got overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are being treated, Dallas. Another game for the ages. Stewie's going to run in. Stewie has no idea. And ZywOo's initial play to get through that smoke in the dark has worked out perfectly here for Vitality. They have the first kill, but will it be enough to force them forward to 13 rounds? Hunter cleaned off the back of the platform, and ZywOo showing up. It's inevitable, he'll have his moments. And Vitality were searching for 13 for a long time, but as soon as overtime kicks off, they get that 13th round.
Yeah, just like that. That is exactly after you really needed it. But good on ZywOo once again, as we've said a number of times, showing up in the semifinals yesterday, the finals today, and saying, I am going to have influence on this map. When Vitality needed a round to start this overtime, he's delivered them 3 kills to clear out the B bomb site. Dex is chilling, going for things, but there ain't no chance.
1 minute left in the round. Vitality setting up a B split. They're going to challenge into this Stewie op, and Stewie lies in wait, but he's caught. He can't fall back. It's Mezzi to rip him open. Vitality have the player advantage.
And remember, B was a weakness early on in the CT side for G2, but not this time.
Nico's come here to plug that gap. ZywOo dead. The rifle will take him out of play. He'll go in again. This time it's Mezzi from Dark to fight out Nico and win that rifle duel. Hunter to avenge his fallen teammate, and he isn't going to work out for a second, but he's certainly going to keep these numbers even.
It's a doable retake, especially with this fake tap. They thought there would be maybe one more coming through. Molotov back to the pillar. Bomb's going to be planted now. Spink's under a little bit of trouble, and now it's tough for them to find a way to get away into safety. They're going to have to battle.
Oh, it's Flames, and he falls to Modesty. Scoreline tied up yet again.
Resources not at the B bomb site, which is now poised to be under attack.
Stewie has to defend this. He has to slow them down at least, but he oversteps. He jumps up into the open. Vitality rip him apart, and now they're into the site. They're charging in together, and Modesty Sniper connects on the ZywOo. Big shot from Flames. This opens up the site for Vitality, and they are steamrolling their way to 14 rounds here.
Yeah, this one's out of control now. Oh man, Vitality, you have to imagine coming in overtime was just like, we're just gonna hit this B bomb site time and time again. Maybe they stop us once, but not twice. Definitely not 3 times. He go with the flank, but that smoke is gonna stall him out.
Yeah, smoke does cause a couple of problems. He did see Mezzi go across into the right side. He can at least confirm that to Nexa to look that spot, but Nexa is gonna deal with multiple targets. Nico's still taking fights and taking names through these smokes, but time is starting to tick, and Mezzi decides to deal with him. A much better T-side performance in overtime. Honestly, he should be careful that that flashbang doesn't connect onto him, and he dodges the flash. Good positioning, and he still gets away with his life.
Just barely 4 HP, but he gets to keep the op and sit back and be more supportive. However, on the T side in regulation, we saw him so many times be an important factor in terms of trading kills, providing openings, providing entries. That's not an option for him any longer with his health. Nexa gets wrecked. Stewie's next up.
Yeah, Stewie not able to get away with his life. Vitality staying ahead, but Nico, he's had a lot of smoke kills over the last few rounds. Learned a thing or two from the smoke criminal. Flames looks to deny that plan, but he can't stop it. G2 put the bomb down. Hunter follows though, and Apex straight through that smoke deals with the threat of Nico. Aggressive play from ZywOo. Flames with him. They're gonna peek into Nexa, and Nexa can't handle the heat. Flames to look up a second. Good second headshot, and they haven't seen ZywOo. They haven't detected him, so ZywOo's next up. Vitality are now locking in map 3. It was one hell of a comeback from G2. But unless Stewie can have one of the most ridiculous moments in Counter-Strike history, we're heading to Nuke, and Vitality find their composure. The experience shines through, and they bring this grand final to 3 maps. First fight looks to be towards Hut. Molly goes in, smoke out towards main. It is going to be this attack for G2 into the upper bomb site, and Vitality, they've got a setup designed to deal with it. Zywo at the back of the site, Apex dishing out death, but it's only 1 kill for Vitality. Everybody else fails to step up, and G2 come crashing through this upper bomb site.
Still winnable for Vitality. Spink's gonna look out. He's gonna start going a little bit early. G2's not aware of this just yet. Haven't spotted him. That's the shot they needed. But Hunter, triple kill in the pistol.
The very best.
Both teams have very strong defenses on the outside portion of the map.
Look at this play from G2 though. They found their way through this upper site with ease. Mezzi detects the first. Zywo's Deagle chimes in, and Vitality somehow have an extra player, but that's shortly lived because Nexa gets involved in a couple of kills towards main. Monacy will assist him in doing so, and now with 55 seconds left, Apex from heaven. Hunter now considers that possibility. He'll stop Apex, a gap in the smoke, but it's still covered off by G2. North Americans can throw nades. Now under a minute left. Nico goes through that smoke. Caught looking the wrong way. Apex easily collects that. He knows Nico is going to be up to his old tricks, but Hunter will avenge his cousin. And he wants a little bit more from that as well.
Oh, did he spot that?
Oh, Zywo was very quick. Now he spotted it. Hunter with that tap. It's Zywo dead. And we're getting the Hunter from Inferno. Monacy falls at the door, and he's not the only thing that falls. That bomb dropping right in front of the eyes of Spinks.
Oh, Hunter's wrapping around though. Hunter's gonna come up towards heaven. This timing on it, this is everything. Flames is coming up the ladder just now. Oh, offered up to Hunter. One more in Raptors.
Mezzi at the top. Oh my God, he's got it back. Mezzi flips this back. Another heroic moment from Mezzi.
This is going to be a hit at the upper bomb site, and Vitality does not seem fooled. Spinks and Mezzi are here. Apex is down low. Zywo's outside. First kill goes against Stewie, and Mezzi once again holds them at bay.
Spinks off the top high, off the top rope, sinks 3, and Spinks is still alive. He can get even more, but overextends his head, but he's got Zywo, the best teammate you could ask for, nipping in behind to protect Spinks on the top height, and Vitality do not bite on that outside fake. Next to blow open that door again. Zywo dodges out the initial utility, but it's a ramp aggression from Flames. Charging full is Mezzi. What a sick call from Vitality. It catches G2 off guard. And that's Monacy and Nexa both gone instantly.
That's so disruptive, especially after you just saved it around.
And he's sticking around.
Yeah, he is. The smoke is still up. Why not? Stewie's looking the wrong way. Trades there for Nico, but they've lost way too much. Vitality has started to really love mixing in a lot of this hyper aggression on the CT side. That's a well-executed lobby crunch. And so quickly, Hunter's the only one remaining, but he's switched on. He's got the bomb in 1 minute.
Time certainly helps. The fact he has the bomb on his back will assist him. But Spinks has that cross, and there's no getting past that clothesline. Heads outside. Zywo is here to try and match the force of G2 heading towards his position. Mezzi, in the meantime, is taking Nexa out of the round, so G2 feel like they have to accelerate, and what a shot from Stewie. Right through the eyes of Zywo. Nico tapping away. Further 2 kills for G2 off the back of Nico. Mezzi descends down the vent. He's trying to arrive there in time.
And Mezzi has ruined everything a number of times.
And he's got Flames with him this time too. He's not alone. He's not alone. Flames peeks up and sweeps 2 away. G2 lose Nico and Monacy. And it's Hunter. Hunter with a minute left again.
I don't know if, did they see the second player? Did they see Mezzi down there as well? I don't think Hunter realizes it. Now he's got to go.
Oh, they're going to double up together. This is going to be difficult, but overstepping the mark is Flames. Mezzi doesn't want to give away the fact that he's in this position, but Hunter is extremely aware of that. He does not want to fight towards Mezzi, and Mezzi is going to take a few steps back.
Mezzi's being kept honest by the fact that Hunter just has the bomb now, and he can actually go back to the upper bomb site, so he shifts a little bit closer over towards vents. But it's a guessing game for both of these players now.
Mezzi begins to move.
Hunter's been the hottest hand that G2 has here on Nuke, 12-5. They need this victory. All right, crowd, don't let him play with you like that.
Mezzi into the vent. Hunter to plant to the back of the bomb site, punches those digits in. He's considering all different positions now, looking at Heaven. But Mezzi makes noise, and Hunter now has the perfect positioning to deal with this. Mezzi is giving him everything he needs. And Hunter slips the net. He gets in behind. It's not planning for him. And Mezzi considers the fact that he could have pushed into the hut. In fact, he's fixated upon that and now knows. He now knows that he has to be towards hut. And Hunter, that defuse tap is a little worrying for him. He has to go into the open. And he maybe outplays himself. Mezzi with yet another moment for vitality. Is the fact that they would be winning those rounds, right? They'd be winning those clutches, those moments that keep them in the game. Stewie going for the fast play through the smoke into it. Stopped by Spinks, but it ain't stopping for G2. Hunter sprinting out, some speed behind this play. And G2, as the Samurai slice their way through this top bomb site.
Oh, one more through the smoke, insult to injury. Flame's gonna desperately try to recover the round. Flashbang is in, one headshot is there.
But he takes a lot of damage.
Both stuck up in Heaven.
Oh, Flames gets over the top again. ZywOo's held back by the flash and he's caught. Nico chops him up. And G2 with a simple but effective call into that upper site. With a different approach.
Yeah, but Apex's position is perfect for this.
It is. It detects it if they come in towards main. Apex has got the spot, but Nico, is he going to think about this? No. He steps into the open. Apex knows the second player is there, and m0NESY cannot afford to let that bomb go down, so he tosses it back, and he moves towards Secret instead.
Apex saw one backing off. That was Hunter, so he might think it's clear outside. Stewie's gone down to Flames. Nexus finding nothing in this hut lurk, and if he steps forward into the open, Mezzi's going to find him. m0NESY tapping away, had a chance. Apex toying with him, but he wins out at the end.
Important fight to win there. It's a double setup on top of hut. Nexa, even if he gets one, there's no way he expects the second player up there, but that's a big clearance from Nexa.
Look at ZywOo.
Oh, Spinks actually dropped down. Spinks is going to go into the fight. This time wins it against Nexa. Switches out to the AK. Hunter coming in. And he's going to fight out Spinks. Takes him out. Goes up to the foot, but couldn't stop it. And now m0NESY is up against ZywOo again. m0NESY had the better of him. And a burn up and a missed shot from ZywOo. And ZywOo runs back. m0NESY goes to the vent and just gets down. He just gets away.
ZywOo's going to be hot on his heels, though. There's not a whole lot of time. m0NESY, we know how good he is in clutches, how creative he can be. He's got low health.
A battle for the world's best again. m0NESY hides in dark. ZywOo comfortable in the clutch. m0NESY, was he spotted? Oh my God, m0NESY! He is an icon in motion! This youngster doesn't care who's up against him! And that is a clutch that gives life to G2! Spinks gets active, and that costs him his life. Nico's ready for it. Spinks walks into him. Smoke breaks open. ZywOo only gets one. Nico owns outside.
Feels like ZywOo's lost a step here in this third map. That missed op shot in the clutch against m0NESY. Now this one, a little bit of a sketchier spray than we're used to seeing.
There's a play getting set up. m0NESY, very fortunate no one was playing inside of main because that flash landed right in his eyes, but this is a huge setup inside of this site for Vitality. They've got a crossfire in the rafters as they look down. It's the Velociraptor of Nico though, and it's all tied up, baby. This grand final is delivering on all fronts. Mezzi just leaps onto the main roof. It's quite fast here for Vitality. It's got a bit of speed behind it. Mezzi will have to consider the fact that Nico is likely a garage, and now he knows for sure. Mouth full of lead. Minute 17 left. Attack now going into this upper bomb site. Vitality blow for blow. It's a 3v3. Bomb is going to go down. Planted by ZywOo, but Stewie misses his chance, and now he's locked out at Heaven. Naded and forced back. It's a retake that is possible for G2, but it's tough.
No kit is the problem.
One flash.
And they probably, they kind of feel like they have to wait out this smoke. That or you go early and hope Nexa can activate through it by getting a kill in the back of the bomb site.
Well, Nico coming in from Heaven. Needs some clean shots. He'll drop on down first. It's going to be Stewie. Nico locking in that headshot. And this retake looked impossible. And it comes back in the way of G2.
m0NESY's going to be up in Heaven very, very quickly. Here comes the execute.
Stewie 2K drops on down, it's one. Hunter stepping up with him, and m0NESY, of course, cleaning up the rest. It is just Apex, and this round goes nowhere for Vitality. That is the money gone again. It is going to be 9 rounds for G2 if they can just hold it together. Nico, perfect positioning. That Apex maneuver to get down Secret early is canceled out as he walks back upwards.
And there'll be a little bit of a delay. Stewie drops the Molotov. Now, Vitality's going to be fine with that. They're going to take some time to get up onto the roof to drop the execute, the utility that they need towards top
30 seconds still.
It's all on this.
Stewie searching for this attack in. Vitality trying to remain composed. Flames gets that first entry. Stewie gets one from the back of the bomb site, but he's still standing. He just needs to delay. He's got Hunter up on top. Stewie still alive. ZywOo hunting him down. And this would be one way for ZywOo to wake up in this final, but he can't stop Stewie. 10 rounds for G2. And do Vitality have anything left in them? We'll change up. Nico hasn't been spotted towards Secret just yet. He's got that call. Passed on over. Modesty with the spray. Apex and ZywOo dead through that smoke. And Nexa, good luck getting through him with his Galil. He'll hold down one. And the second falls. It is Flames with 4 players and not a shot in hell. 11 rounds for G2. Nico coming to meet them outside, but Apex has a good timing. He's got through into main. Stewie looks away, and Apex the Predator. That's 2 chopped out of the defense for G2, and Apex goes back to spot out Nico. And the in-game leader's got some moves.
All right, that's a disgusting play from Apex.
He's got another one offered up, but beating Monacy is proving impossible.
Nah, he just single-handedly won the round. Shout out to Apex. That's exactly what your team needed in this moment. Deflated, not a whole lot of things to work with. You take a risk, an educated gamble to slip in towards Mini. Vitality's still got to grind through a lot of money before it gets any easier for them. And there's so many smokes down, I don't think G2 can't quite realize that just yet. Once again, Stewie and Hunter going to be challenged. This time Stewie falls. Nico's here though.
Blind.
Oh, what a flashbang. What a blinding flashbang. And followed up by headshots.
Is there anything left for Monacy? He usually hits those, even though it's so difficult to strike. When Nexa comes over Heaven, it is Flames to fall. Nexa cleans up to CT Vent, and it's Apex again. He knows that Monacy's got out to his right side, and what a shot from Apex! That is so ridiculous!
Just give it to him.
Very into the grand final.
They're doubled up in ramp.
And Monacy's ready. They strike right through 2. It could have been a collateral. It certainly could have been. But Nexa cleaning up the rest. ZywOo stays alive on a fraction of his health, but Apex again. Snappy headshot, Hunter down, and they're together on this lower site. This is a duo that works so well together. Apex and ZywOo, they just have it in them.
And Apex is pissed right now. The game he's putting out in these past 3 rounds is incredible.
Stewie and Nico to recover this lower bomb site for G2. Could be another impactful round for Apex. ZywOo at the control room. He's damaged up. Time is starting to tick now for this G2 retake. Timing for ZywOo to look away. It's Nico with that kill, and Apex again into the clutch, but Nico stops him this time. It's not 3 for 3 for Apex. In fact, it is map point for G2, and Nico forces them through. 45 seconds left. Everyone's still alive.
It's so tentative on the map. Nobody wants to make the mistake. Utility out up top.
Nico takes down Flames first. Second chance here for Nico. In the smoke, Hunter. He's touching the opponent, but G2, they're rolling right through. And a wondrous week ends with G2 as champions. Stewie is back home, and G2, for the first time this year, can call themselves champions. But today, this week, it's all about G2. They are walking with destiny. The Intel Extreme Master Champions Dallas 2024. It's G2.